me a snake if he really. I don't be trusting these shits, they tricky. Send him a pic of somebody else. Oh, you can't touch this.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Essie and I'm back with another video. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe and don't forget your post notifications so you don't miss out every time I upload a brand new video. Oh my god, I'm learning how to talk too fast because I think if I don't learn how to talk too fast, people are like gonna be like, how long? I've been here for a minute and bear with me. Bear with me. But anyway, today I'm gonna be doing get ready with me chit chat, so you can I'm just gonna tell a little bit of stories, like the good stories, bad stories, like very short stories. It's not like I'm gonna go through the whole story because I'm really bad at telling stories. So I just thought about this idea that, you know what, just get ready with me. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start this video. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. And my brow, I did not really do anything on top because I don't put a lot of makeup on my forehead. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this video with this crazy story. I fell in front of my crush. How do I start to explain this? Hold on. Oh, I was 13 and I had like this crush. You know, at 13 we all have like these little, little boys and, schoolboys. You're 13 years old. You have like this little schoolboy that you really like. You just have a crush on him, but you can't really do anything with him because, girl, you're 13 and you're African. If you freaking tell your mom that you have a crush on somebody, you get whooped so bad. But anyway, so I was coming from school. I don't know if I was coming from school, but I know this boy was somewhere. And I was like walking around trying to, I don't know what I was trying to go get or something. Maybe I felt so shy. And he was like sitting there looking at me. I think he also had a crush on me. Which makes sense because I'm a beautiful girl. But I was walking around, he's sitting there looking at me. I think I got way too shy that he was looking at me. So I tried to like walk. Walk while looking down so I don't like look at his face. You will not believe what happened.
I fell. Plain and simple. I slipped. Yes, on the ground, knives on the floor.
Yes, I fell. I fell in front of my crush. Like, that was so embarrassing. Like, oh my god. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I actually fell in front of my crush. I stood up like a champ. Like, maybe I did not fail, but I actually fell. When I got to my house, I was like crying. Like, I could not believe the embarrassment. I was like crying so crazy. If you've been in this situation, comment down below and tell me, what is your story about falling in front of your crush? Okay, so today I'm gonna do a little bit of dramatic look, kind of dramatic but not really. I'm gonna be using tape today. I've only used this method once in my life and it did not come out right, and I hope today comes out right because girl is struggling. You better come out right this time. So I'm gonna be using the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette because this eyeshadow has like more dramatic eyeshadow look. So, and like I said, today I'm doing a little bit dramatic. I'm gonna go ahead and go in this transition shade right here. This is more like of a reddish kind of, and I'm just gonna buff this all over my lid. But today I just feel like I need something dramatic because I want to do some beautiful TikToks today. So go ahead and follow me on TikTok if you don't. The link is gonna be down in the description below, so please go follow your girl. Let's become TikTokers. Cut my careers while we're trying to figure out what other story we really want to tell. I'm gonna cut my crease first before I actually tell y'all another story because I'm not that good at cutting crease. So I'd rather do this before I tell you the story. It looks like she's gonna look good. Doing that was not easy. I'm telling you, this is freaking talent. And if you guys don't like this freaking makeup, I'll be like, why? And I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the orange right here. If the orange doesn't work well, I'm gonna mix it with the yellow and this other yellow because I want it to be a little bit bright. Okay, sis. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the next story. It's about me and my best friend when I was still really young. I think I was actually 9 years old. Girl, I had this one best friend that she was really my best friend, a good friend, and our moms were like best friends. But we used to go to the same school. Our dads were, her mom was kind of rich, and then my dad was like rich, you know what I'm saying? So we used to go to like this one school together. We grew up together. I wouldn't say we grew up together, but we were best friends, so close, like very close friends, just as like our moms were. At a certain point, I don't know if they went broke or something, but then she changed school. When she changed school, in my head, I think I'm gonna change school too. I'm young. I'm like, my best friend is changing school. That means I'm probably gonna change school as well. It wasn't the case. I wasn't gonna change school at all. I was gonna stay to the school that I was at. My dad would drive me to school. I would like escape from school to go to her school where she used to go to school too. That, you know, because I thought they were gonna change my school too, because I really wanted to be with my best friend. Anytime my dad would drop me off from school, I would just like get off, like escape from school and go to my best friend's school, and I would like sit outside the school. The sun would like burn me so bad, but I would sit outside until break time. So when they come to break time, she would find me sitting outside. And this one time, I don't know, so we really had fun, you know. So one day, I think somebody saw me. The school that she was going to was like close to my uncle's house. Like, I remember my dad coming pick me up from high school, and that's why I was like, how did he know that I was on this school? So I was like, who the heck told my dad that I was here? And my dad, yo, is an African dad. They don't play, you know what I'm saying? They're paying your freaking school. You gotta go to school and you gotta finish your goddamn school. He picked me up, we drove home, and my mom is like, how did you end up at Vivian school? And I'm like, I don't know how I ended up at Vivian school. I was just there. I just wanted to be with her. And my mom is trying to explain to my dad to like change my school, and my dad is like, no, that school is not school, blah blah blah. You know how like kind of rich people act about schools, like most especially like public schools, because I was on private school. So my dad is like, no, we cannot do that, and they whooped me really bad, and they said never to do it again. So I didn't really listen to what they told me, like, don't do it again. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. The next day, I went to school like 5 days straight without escaping, but after 5 days, I started escaping again. This time is the principal who called my dad, and they're like, your daughter hasn't been showing up to school. That is crazy, blah, blah. You know how principal be talking about kids, you know. If I'm being honest, I really don't know what I was doing. I was so young, you know what I'm saying? My dad came to my friend's school and he was like, you know what, I'm not talking to you today. I'm gonna get to your mom and we're gonna discuss things. I was like, oh my god, it's about to go down. We got to my mom, and my mom is a really tough woman, yo. Like, these are African parents I'm talking about. They don't play around, you know what I'm saying? So my dad was like, I think my mom was trying to defend me, but my dad was like, no, I'm done defending this girl. She has to learn her lesson. And let me tell y'all, what my dad did is crazy. He grabbed me and he put me in the trunk of his car. Yes, he put me in the trunk of his car with the wood stick to whoop me, like a huge wood stick. And he drove almost, I would say like, he drove like 45 minutes from my house and come back. And then when we got home, I'm hot from freaking trunk. I was so hot from the trunk. But when I got out, he grabbed the wooden stick and he whooped me so bad. And he told me, from this moment, this is how you're gonna learn how to go to school, how not to escape from school. And this is exactly how you're gonna know that school is important. He whooped me so bad, very bad. it doesn't really bother me because I feel like it actually taught me really good, because if it's not for him, I would have not known what I really knew at that moment. I would have not even been this smart, because the school I was going to was really, really good school. So it made me smarter than But that school, thank you, Dad. You taught me from that whoop, and thank God I'm an African child. I understand. Don't whoop anybody that is not African, because like, you're gonna go to prison. You're gonna go to prison. I'm gonna go ahead and put my wing liner on. Ooh, this is actually coming out really good. This eyeliner is not bad, but it's not the best out there, because she don't look bad. So I'm gonna be using the Wonder Swipe eyeliner. This is gold. I'm gonna put this on top of the orange and on top of the black. I hope this turns out good, because oh my god, actually this looks so good. Oh my god, you guys, I am getting better. Woo! Okay, I'm so proud of myself. Now it's time for my challenging eye. This eye gives me headache, gives me pain, gives me all of it. But let's give it a shot and let's rock this, okay? Let's get this. Right, the fact that I actually got this eye to look like this, that's good enough for me. Because this is like my challenging eye. I can never do anything right with this eye. I found another story to tell y'all. So another story, this is about like my long time love life that I was through. So I had this guy. You know, I'm in school, he's in school, we're both in school, but he was on campus, which I don't know how it's called here, because I think it's called masters, something like that, I'm not sure. So we're in school, I'm in school, he's in school, and we like kind of pretty much in love. His dad is a little bit richer, because at this time my dad was not with my mom, and it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So one thing that I did not know, that he was so much into all the female for money. Okay, one time I'm at his dad's house, because he was still living with his parents, and he had this picture of an older lady. I don't know if she was old or not, because I really don't want to say that she was old, because I really don't know her, but she was pretty thick. She was pretty old. To me she looked old, and I was like, whose picture is this? And he was like, oh, that's my ex-girlfriend, we're breaking up. And I'm like, if it's your ex-girlfriend, why do you still have the picture right here? Like, what the heck? Like, just get rid of the picture. That's your ex. You do not need the picture here if that's your ex. But let's take this off first and see how we look. Freaking good idea. I'm gonna start using this a lot. Back to the story. I was like, if this is your ex, why do you still have the freaking picture right here? Like, if you have me, why the heck do you have this picture? Like, get rid of the picture. Your ex, yeah, don't need each other's pictures in your rooms. And he's like, oh, it's because this was like our business stuff, I'm included and stuff like that. Me being stupid, I just believed in him, because that's what I do. That's what I do, y'all. Like, that's pretty much kind of like part of like my career. I believe in people so much that I forget that I can actually get hurt. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, if it's your business and you're included into the magazine and stuff like that, there is no reason why you shouldn't keep it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is your business, you know? Well, I'm being stupid, like, believing what he's saying. And me being me, I'm like cool with everything. Until I met the girl, and she's like, oh, this is my boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you're a goddamn woman. Like, you're old freaking woman. How is this your boyfriend? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Make it make sense to me. And she's like, we just hung out, chill, do this, do that. I'm like, huh? I texted him and she texted him at the same time, because we texted him the same thing, because that's what we talked about. We were like, okay, text him this and I'm gonna text him this as well. So we text him at the same time, and I think at that moment he knew that we actually know each other now, and it's gonna get bad, it's about to get down, it's about to go down. And he's like, bro, when I tell y'all, like, this was like the funniest moment that I've ever had in my life. I was laughing so bad because it was so stupid and crazy that I went ahead and grabbed a bamboo stick, and I'm like, today I am gonna freaking beat somebody's son. He was like, oh, so you wanna beat me with the bamboo stick? And why is she yelling? I'm like, this dude is somewhere around here. We don't know where exactly, but he was somewhere looking at us. But the funny thing about this story is, like, what was I thinking, like, going around with the bamboo stick, you know? So I was like into my feelings, like I was ready to fight. I don't even fight, y'all, like, to be honest, I don't fight. I last fought when I was like in high school, and that's like freaking long time ago. I don't even remember when, but because if I fight very bad. I fight like a man, and I don't want to break people's teeth or people's jaws, so I just ignore it and move on. The other thing is, like, why was he playing me, actually, you know? Why was he playing me? Yeah, he knew he had like a sugar mama that gives him money. And the other thing is, like, that girl was giving him money and the money was coming back to me. She was like, what? I was like, did you give him this money? Because I remember one time I asked him for like 20,000 shillings, and he actually gave me 25,000 shillings the same day. And I'm like, how did you get this money? Where did you get it? We're still young, we don't work, we're in school, how did you get the money? And the girl, when I asked the girl about the money, she was like, I cannot believe he asked me for this money just to give it to you. I'm like, I mean, look at me. The funny thing about this story also is, like, why, like, what the hell? Like, what the hell, lady? What are you doing with a teenager? What the hell are you doing with the teenager? Excuse me? Like, a lot of African people think their money can buy anything. Honey, no, your money can't do that. That was that, you guys. I was confused. I didn't get it. I was like, why the heck would you be with the freaking grandma? Not grandma, but old lady just for money? Like, what the heck? You're in school. Focus on your goddamn school and stop getting sugar mamas. But to me, that was it for me, because we ended things right away, because I was like, I'm not about to do this. I'm a bad bitch and I don't fight for nobody. I don't fight for nobody, because this lady was trying to fight me. I was like, girl, I do not fight women. I don't even fight girls. How the heck am I gonna start fighting women? Excuse you? Like, I have like crazy weird stories that, like, so crazy stories that I don't even know how I end up in like such situations. Such situations, like, what the hell? I went off camera and I did like my lashes, my lipstick, and I put this band on. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all like the way my makeup turned out. And if you want to know about the lipstick combo, just let me know, and I'll use it in my next video. So that's all the story. And to be honest, the reason why I went off camera to finish my whole entire face is because I didn't have any other story to tell. But anyways, this is how my makeup turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah. Give them. Give it to them. Give it to them. Oh, yeah.